Eccentricity is a peculiar thing in the world of superstars and show business. Whether it's music, acting, or art, most of our great entertainers are a little off-center, a bit quirky, if you will. From Michael Jackson to Lady Gaga, from Joaquin Phoenix to Shia LaBeouf, when you run down the list of the greatest stars to have ever roamed the earth, you're bound to see that they were touched by that beautifully weird muse that at some point in time will definitely make you behave in all kinds of crazy, funny, silly, and utterly incomprehensible ways. And that's totally cool, because somehow it almost always makes for extremely funny entertainment and unforgettable moments. Some celebs, however, have been known to take this to the extreme. Artists and performers who completely go their own way, not caring about anybody's opinion, which can also be fun and often endearing. But it's a thin line between being quirky and eccentric on the one hand and tragic and sad on the other. So even superstars have to tread carefully.
Thank you very much.
Here's a quick look at some of the quirky stars of the moment who totally go their own way. Let's start with the most outrageous artist out there, Lady Gaga. Ever since she broke onto the scene, Gaga's been shocking us with her outlandish looks. Whether she's posing in a blue wig with insane shoes at the 2011 CFDA Awards, or arriving to the 2013 AMAs in a flowing purple Versace dress on a fake horse. Because sure, why the heck not?
At the beginning of my career, I have always loved to transform. I've always loved to shapeshift and become different characters. It's part of my artwork, it's part of my music.
There's no denying it, this pop sensation is a real multi-talent. Not only is she a great singer, a model, and a fashion designer, Gaga's also stepped into the world of acting. Okay, not everybody's a fan of her performances, but hey, who cares? Certainly not this superstar.
Whether a few people don't like it and some people like it, there's always going to be someone that doesn't like what you do, and I'm not in the business of trying to make you all like me.
And what about that other weird and phenomenal hitmaker, Billie Eilish? More to the point, what about her hair? Billie's notorious for taking her haircuts extremely seriously. Her signature neon hues show that you get sheer awesomeness when you give zero Fs about what anybody thinks about your style. Keep it up, girl, and don't let the haters get you down. Moving away from music and onto acting, maybe one of the most incomprehensible screen stars out there has to be the notoriously elusive Shia LaBeouf. On top of his meme-inducing Do It video, LaBeouf has also performed a lot of out-there public art stunts. He went to the Berlin Film Festival with a paper bag covering his head that sported the words, "I am not famous anymore." Shia went on to present a week-long gallery performance in the brown paper bag. He then hosted a live-streamed viewing party of every single movie he's ever made, lasting 3 days, which involved a lot of crying, laughing, and sleeping. LaBeouf's wacky behavior had by that time already passed the point where the fans were no longer sure anymore whether it was all part of some artistic master plan or just straight-up lunacy. It all led to a series of embarrassing incidents that culminated in his arrest in July 2017. A pivotal moment came when Shia made the movie The Peanut Butter Falcon alongside Zach Gottsagen, who, living with the genetic condition himself, plays a man with Down syndrome. It was a sobering and cathartic experience.
Because I had never worked with an actor like him. I'd never been involved in a project like this. It felt like it was going to be a really freeing experience. And to be quite frank, I was terrified. I knew that he'd be playing lead guitar, and I'd be playing bass to him. If he went left, I'd have to go left. I'd never been in a situation where so much is dependent on staying open and reacting and listening to another performer. I've been quite selfish in my choices and my way of working before.
We could go on and on listing quirky superstars who totally and utterly go their own way. But there are only so many hours in a day and only so many minutes in an episode. So let's keep all those other unsung celebrity heroes in mind for another time. Alexander Skarsgård was born in Stockholm, Sweden, the oldest son of actor Stellan Skarsgård. Alexander has 5 younger siblings, including his brother Bill, known for playing the creepy clown Pennywise in the 2017 horror movie It. When Skarsgård was 7 years old, a director friend of his father gave him his first movie role. And at 13, he became famous in his homeland on a hit TV series. But he was so uncomfortable with the accompanying loss of privacy that he actually gave up acting for several years. At 21, the young star took an acting course in America and realized it was his destiny after all. He soon landed the roles that made him a household name internationally: the military miniseries Generation Kill and the modern-day vampires TV show True Blood. And his career now keeps him very busy.
So I'm not sure if I'm dreaming right now or if this is actually happening. I'm quite out of it, quite loopy, but running on adrenaline and coffee right now.
The versatile actor has been found in everything from quirky comedies to period dramas, not to mention getting totally shredded to portray the title character in The Legend of Tarzan. Yes, Alexander is also quite well known for his good looks and fit physique, and was even named the sexiest man in Sweden no less than 5 times. But despite bulking up to play the king of the jungle, when it was over, the down-to-earth star says he went on a 4-day pasta-eating binge. Later on,